Welcome back to my channel, News for Kids. Before we begin our news today, we wish you a happy Gandhi Jayanti.
There is an indefinable, mysterious power that pervades everything. In my tour last year in Mysore, I met many poor villagers, and I found upon inquiry that they did not know who ruled Mysore. They simply said, some god ruled it.
Now for our main story on Gandhi Jayanti. Today we will explain what we understood when our Mahatma Gandhi stressed on India's economic independence and why did he advocate manufacturing of khadi instead of buying imported textiles from Britain during the British rule. As per historians, early India was the largest economy in the whole world due to the trade it did, especially the overseas trade with many nations. Researchers say till the 18th century, India was manufacturing 25% of the world's industrial output. And not just manufacturing, but India was also a world leader in agriculture, textile, and shipbuilding too. Please stay with me and jot this down. At one point during the 18th century, the kingdom of Mysore was such an economic superpower that during those times they paid world's highest real wages and lived in the highest standard of living. Let's watch how ancient India traded and in what did they trade.
The economy of ancient India. This video will detail which natural resources were available to ancient Indians, the types of goods ancient Indians produced, with whom products were traded, and the methods of transportation used to trade. Ancient Indians, called Harappans, used natural resources such as timber, gold, silver, and semi-precious gems. They also used fresh water to irrigate crops, and they fished abundant water sources for food. Indian artisans produced fine pottery, cotton clothing, and gold jewelry from local resources and agriculture. Who did ancient Indians trade with, and in what ways were goods transported? The Harappan culture of the Indus Valley used wheeled wagons or carts to get products from farms and natural resource mines to cities. From there, camel or donkey caravans awaited to take them overland to other countries. Ships docked at coastal ports also took goods on international trade routes via the ocean. Traders brought the materials and took away finished goods to trade in other cities and international destinations such as Egypt, Mesopotamia, and even China. In fact, there is evidence that silk, a product of China, was the most traded product in ancient India. Historians believe the first long-distance trade occurred between Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley. Later, Indians of the Gupta Empire traded knowledge in building, agriculture, and medicine all over the world through land and sea routes that connected Arabia, China, and Rome. As you can see from the game, making money motivated ancient Indians to grow crops, make products, and travel vast lands to trade.
So, today we ask, what happened to all the riches that India had? Well, the biggest reason for India's decline was the British, who, from 1765 onwards, started collecting taxes from India through the East India Company. And as the years passed, they monopolized the trade too. Then, the tax money collected from India was also used to develop other nations like Canada, Australia. Plus, what's more, British even used this revenue to fund invasion of China during the 1840s. Hence, one of the renowned economists, Utsa Patnaik, says Britain did not develop India, but India developed Britain. Our external minister, Mr. Subramanian Jaishankar, said, as per today's standard, British took $45 trillion in today's monetary value. What? Whew. So, how much is $45 trillion in today's time? Let us try and simplify it for you. As of 2019, there are 2,400 billionaires like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Carlos Slim, Warren Buffett, and many such others. If we combine the wealth of all of these billionaires, the total is $8.7 trillion. Now you get the picture? We have one clip on this subject.
The Golden Age of India, the Mughal era. Kings ruled their own independent kingdoms, the emperors were just, the land was lush and people hard-working. And India was the richest country in the world. Until the British came, plundered the country and left it in ruins. It's a well-accepted fact that India was the richest country in the world during the Maurya Empire. For the first time in history, the entire land was under one ruler. The Mughal Empire is when Akbar, Tipu Sultan, Babur were emperors of the time. In Akbar's time, the 1600s, India's total revenue stood at £17.5 million. Compare this with Great Britain's revenue in the 1800s, which stood at £16 million only. India was responsible for 25% of the world's GDP. That's right, 25%. Right before the British colonized us. As of 2016, India is responsible for a mere 2.5%. India was not only the richest but a major global trading powerhouse. You might be wondering, how did things change so fast? For starters, India was ruled by different kings during the Mughal era, so it became easy for the British to divide and conquer. In addition to that, there was no industrial revolution in India in the 1800s. The reason was simple, wages were low, so if you owned a cotton mill, you did not have an incentive to buy machinery, not when you could pay your employees so little. Do you think India can return to its former economic glory? Share your thoughts in the comments below on how India can become a superpower again.
You will know that the 4th of July is celebrated as Independence Day in the United States. Well, it's for the freedom it gained from the British rule. And not just that, worldwide, there are 62 countries who each year celebrate their freedom from the British rule. That's it for today. Zoom in next time for more fun facts. Do not forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a thumbs up, share my videos and comment down below. What are the new fun facts that you learned after watching this video?